Welcome.
You're now tuned into STWF TV, the Parlay Perspective. The Parlay Perspective. Where we talk hockey.
Feed Byfield around one man in on goal. Scores! What a goal! Quentin Byfield! And that gets Jim Fox out of his seat here at Crypto.com Arena.
Basketball.
Take matters into his own hands, Van Horn. Now, you got to get the team from Church. Oh, my gosh. Down, Kobe.
Football.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my goodness!
Oh, my God.
Wilson's going to lob one, and somehow, some way, Paul Richardson comes up with the ball.
Cuts upfield. Hurdles over a couple of people.
Oh my goodness, did you see that? He hit Steve Brown with what looked like a karate kick.
Baseball and more.
Well, there goes again. Pitch is swung on a miss. Throw to second base is high. They're going to say that Rojas got in the way. It doesn't matter. Sosa tagged him out anyway. That was an amazing catch and tag by Sosa.
The Parlay Perspective. The Parlay Perspective.
Like that may be kind of the out here. Well, I just kind of
Okay, so
you could just pardon all these
the
people.
Parlay Perspective, and I'm Dale. I'm having all kind of technical difficulties, and I'm so glad everybody's here. So take it away.
You all right, Dale? You gonna make it?
No, everything is.
Everything's going crazy. That's Dale right there. Shout out to Dale on his lovely Monday night. Meta Watt in the building. Got Coach Lee. What's the damn deal, Coach?
What's up, my brother? Tube. What's the damn deal, Dale? Everything.
Everything in the Dale right now. Louisiana's finest, and we have Jake in the building. What's going on with you?
Hey man, same as always. Here so I don't get fined.
Definitely tap into this Monday show. A lot of interesting topics. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Share wherever you can, man. You want X, throw it in there. TikTok, you want to throw it in there. Facebook, all social media platforms we're part of. So come tune into the fun today as we get back from an incredible weekend. I feel it was in sports. So shout out to the sports world in all aspects. This is a great weekend. I feel like it was an awesome weekend in terms of sports and events.
Yeah, sorry, I can't get crap fixed. So however I sound is how I'm gonna sound. I'm sorry. So let's get this show on.
Hey, you sound good. You sound good, Dale. Smile. Be happy. It's a great
Get
day.
on the road with it, man. We here. You here. We can.
So, all right, man. Check this show out. Let me get us to the right spot. And
what it do?
All right. Up first, we talking WNBA. The Fever over the Wings, 102-83. And our very own Jake was in the building. Jake, take it away.
Man, let me tell you, the atmosphere at a WNBA game is something that I've never felt before. It was actually one of my favorite events I've ever attended. The place was rocking. It was completely full. It felt like a playoff game. You got the hype of Paige Bueckers, the love of Caitlin Clark, or the hate, depending on who you root for, what you like. And the building was, it wasn't like truly split, but it was like 75-25. As soon as Paige's name got called, the arena blew up. It was crazy. But, yeah, the first quarter, it felt like it was going to be a game. It was 29-28, Fever up by a point, very tightly contested. And then after that, the Fever they couldn't miss a shot. Everything they were shooting was going in.
Yeah.
They were playing some fast break ball, cherry picking in my words. And they took over. They had 5 players in double figures. Our own Paige Bueckers had 21 points, so she did her job. But the Wings are beat up right now. They got 4 players out, 1 starter out, and they're basically playing with dominoes. So they don't really have much that they can do besides Paige. And Lexi Hall played some shutdown defense on Paige. She couldn't really do anything. She was like a fly on paper. It was bad. And then when Sophie came in, she was guarding her. We only got Paige versus Clark 4 times on the court, and Caitlin Clark did get the better of the exchanges. But all in all, from a personal experience, I loved my experience. I will go back to a WNBA game, All-Star game next weekend in Indy. No, it was great. I loved every bit of it. But my takeaways.
Gonna go back
for the All-Star
game? Yeah.
No, I won't. Unfortunately, I believe it's sold out already. But you can definitely feel the energy in that place. They are excited for that next week. They're selling out the building, and Gainbridge Fieldhouse, I think is what it's called. Beautiful place. The Pacers and the Fever both share that arena, and you walk in and you can tell it's a professional establishment. Cincinnati could never have anything like that. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Bengals. You suck.
They have the race car set up like they do in Lucas Oil.
Do what?
Did they have like a race car set up like they have in Lucas Oil? I'm just curious.
No, they don't. But no, I enjoyed every bit of it. That's what I got from it too. Did you get a chance to watch a game?
Yeah, I got a chance to watch the game. Complete dominance by the Indiana Fever. And we speak Chiccn Bout versus Paige Bueckers, which ultimately what the game was for. Wings go to 6-16 on the season. Fishing for a top 2 pick again. But the story is their team, the Fever's team here. They have a great team. Decent team, great team. They have that front court presence that the Wings have been looking for all year. Hopefully the Wings can attack that this summer with a top pick or free agency. But overall, you got Aaliyah Boston turning up. Caitlin Clark, flawless game yesterday, 13 assists, 14 points, 2 turnovers. Excellent game. Like you said, 5 ladies in double figures. Sophie Cunningham is a monster, regardless of what you hear about her in the headlines. And the Fever are actually in Boston for a game tomorrow against the Connecticut Sun, the rematch of the craziness that happened a few weeks ago. So they are out here around. I see pictures of all the Fever players, except for Caitlin Clark. So you know they got her chilling. So, in all, great game by the Fever. The Wings need to step it up. And the Fever have a really good team, and they can definitely roll out some wins in the postseason and maybe be the Eastern Conference's champion. We'll see there. We can't go too far, but
you haven't seen this kind of hype around this team since Tamika Catching, so I'm not going to lie to you. It's this, like Tuke said, this is a good team. Kelsey Mitchell, Cincinnati represent Princeton High School. She's awesome, going to the All-Star game as well with Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark. And the rest of the team's good. Natasha Howard's a really good power forward. And then Lexi Hall doesn't get enough credit. She is a defensive fucking presence on that team. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. But, yeah, no, that was the dominant performance from the second quarter all the way to the fourth quarter. That first quarter was tightly contested. But, yeah, no, I agree with Tuke. Hopefully the Wings can address their backcourt because Paige is basically back there all by herself. The center's fairly good. She's just very slow.
I mean, they just traded for her too. They traded for Lee from the Seattle Storm. They'll get it together at some point.
Yeah, no, she's very good too. She's just very slow on the defensive side of the court. She doesn't get down the court fast enough at all.
Yeah.
She's got 2 speeds, slow and stop.
Cement in them shoes.
Catch our lovely Wings in action later on this week. Check them out on the 16th against the Ace, Audra Wilson, and the ladies. Come to the crib. So that should be an enjoyable game. Audra coming off a 34, I believe, 16-point performance this weekend. I'm turning up against the Valkyrie. So, yes, the best player in the league coming to town.
And real quick, Coach, are you here still?
Absolutely.
All right. And I don't know if I'm jumping ahead on accident, but is this where we should plug August 1st?
Absolutely. Local STWF members got a event. Get with myself for within the group. We got discounted tickets for members only. If you're not a member, become one so you get the discounted ticket. Game is August 1st, 6:30 Central Standard Time. It's going to be a packed house. They are playing at the AAC where the Mavs play it.
Nice. Game was moved there, and it's fire. Can't wait for it to watch it on television. Anybody, like you said, Coach, is a member close to the Dallas area that can get there. A few hours away, even if you get 2 stars playing. You know what I'm saying? Put this kind of price. And even all.
Hey, I traveled an hour. I traveled an hour and 40 minutes. And I was not disappointed. Matter of fact, they turned me into a fan, even bigger fan than I already am. I'm going back. Get your memberships, get your tickets. We put on we are great hosts. Come out.
I like it, Jake. I like it, man. All right. So that was our WNBA segment here. Let's move on, more basketball talk, and let's talk about what's going on in the NBA. And let's look at the particular perspectives of our team. So I'm going to start off with the Pelicans. They extended Herb Jones. So it's looking pretty bright for the Pels. Get that extension. Keeps him in New Orleans. Joe Dumars looks like he's on board with this young talent here. I will say that was one of the things about the last administration. I thought they did scout talent pretty well. It's just everybody got freaking hurt. And so a guy like Herb Jones coming in the second round and starting for you as a rookie, like that's somebody you definitely want to keep on the squad for a long time. And look, other teams have been calling, trying to get a trade and all that. And I'm glad the Pels stuck to their guns and extended it. So let's go Pels.
Let's go Pelicans.
I like that extension for Herbie Jones. I know he's a player that we coveted here. There's always rumors every trade deadline. So you guys got a heck of a player, man. You're keeping a heck of a player, rather.
That's right. All right. So, Jake, got anything on Phoenix?
Yeah, we locked up Devin Booker for 2 more years. He's penned in to the 2029 and 2030 seasons now, under contract for that long. It's good to keep our homegrown talent home. And I know there's still going to be trade rumors and all this, depending on how we look and what we do. But it's just nice knowing that Devin Booker's staying home for a while, and there's no Luka in Dallas anymore, so Daddy's gone. We're safe. I had to do it, Coach. I'm sorry. Other than that, just stick in the summer league. I hope Cooper Flagg doesn't take a spot, though, honestly. Tug, matter of fact, he sent me some highlight tapes. We got a real center, Cayman Malawach. Man. Dude, he's looking good. He's a true center. He's catching oops, screening, playing defense really well. You can still tell he's, getting used to the pros, still showing his little green around the ears, but he's doing his thing. And I like the other 2 rookies too. Fleming's looking like he's going to be a big piece of the organization, and I forgot the other guy. I'm losing his name on the top of my head. But we will see. My brother's a closet Dallas fan. He's like Dirk. He went on to Luke after that, and now he was a Duke fan, and now he gets Cooper Flagg. So good for him.
Where's he from? Cooper Flagg from New England, baby. Maine, baby. Close to the tippity top. So shout out to Cooper Flagg.
Other than that, we don't have too much more news on Beal. It's looking like he's going to be stuck in Phoenix, which is really sad. I want to get rid of him as quickly as possible, but it looks like we're kind of stuck with him.
I thought they were going to do the buyout, but they thinking somebody's actually going to try to trade for him.
the buyout's more likely than anything, but I don't even know what our freaking owner's name is anymore. Ishba or something. I don't know what he's planning on doing. So we'll see. But that's all I got on the Suns, Dale.
All right, cool. Lakers. Cool.
Oh, it got to be Lakers, dog. We was better than the Mavericks this year. But yeah, but you know, but here we go. I'm playing. I'm being as long as we don't got to talk about the Celtics tonight, I am a happy man.
Hey, Mr. Celtics is missing. I will not talk about the Celtics.
Yeah, I know. We won't. The Lakers here, as every season is, when you have, I guess, a statue figure in your league, you want to know what we're going to do. And so far, we've lost one free agent, which is fine. Dorian Smith-Finney, I think he went to Houston.
Right?
Yes. And in all,
Houston
LeBron picked up the $52.6 million option, which I feel as a player, yeah, you go take that. Go get that. And I just feel like my Lakers are even still right now, basically right now. We don't know how we're going to contend or compete with the teams. But there's some players that might be bought out, like a Bradley Beal. I'm hearing rumors of Al Horford choosing between the Warriors and the Lakers, and I guess he's stalling right now. Maybe he goes back to Boston. I don't know. I wouldn't. But the main thing is LeBron, because this is a guy that's played through all his contracts. There's never been a trade LeBron James before the contract ends. There's always extensions in the league, which he's going to get because he's one of the best players. And he's been to a few teams. So there's 4 teams rumored, I guess, running around the summer league, that 4 teams have contacted Rich Paul about LeBron James. So the 4 teams here mentioned are the Dallas Mavericks, the Golden State Warriors, the Los Angeles Clippers, and last but not least, third time LeBron, in Cleveland, where Cleveland just exercised and gave their GM an extension, and LeBron shouted on X and congratulated him and all that. We know LeBron's from Ohio, and him going back to Cleveland would be wild. It would be crazy, but it wouldn't be surprising. So, other than that, go ahead.
You're talking about a trade for LeBron, which would cost whatever team to obtain him $52 million for the season, and for 1 year.
But with this situation in LeBron, I just mentioned too, he plays through the contracts, and he's more likely going to go back. Now, if he was retiring, which he says as well this season, it could be just all this talk because he's retiring. You want more talk on this man. I honestly think this is the last season for him. I believe the All-Star game this year is in Los Angeles. So if he makes the All-Star selection, which I feel he will, then they were talking. But other than that, we want to go get Reeves back in the lock contract right now. It's kind of a situation there. And other than that, going after players that are free agents or waived because of the money that we may or may not have, save it up and look for the next couple years as Lakers fans.
But if LeBron was actually going to retire, I think he would go out with the farewell tour, and let us all know.
No, but this is LeBron, though. LeBron does not let anybody know until you expect him not to. Then he pops up, oh, this is my farewell. We have a couple months into the season, so he could pop up 2 weeks before the season like, yo, this is the farewell.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's possible. Coach, you think we get a farewell tour?
Absolutely. He deserves one.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Wonder how many jerseys he's going to be giving out.
Quite a bit.
Why are you giving out jerseys?
Yeah, jersey swap. Because that's what CP3 is going to be doing this year.
Yeah, CP3.
Screw that dude.
That's another one on a tour.
You know what? Cleveland is like the ex-girlfriend that don't give a shit about how much she's cheated on. Come back, LeBron. Come back. That's
a good analogy, Jake. That's really good.
Cleveland is the prodigal son.
I guess because the pussy's good. Maybe. I don't know.
She fine, dog. She fine.
No, Coach, I made the same face.
You go after the same thing, and with LeBron, he's won them trophies. So if he's won you trophies and
just one trophy.
Hey, it's just one. That's $5 million in Cleveland.
I mean, wouldn't it be a better story to say farewell in Cleveland?
It would be dope.
He's probably going to retire and do a one-day contract and retire
No, that don't matter. I want the whole season there.
Well, Dale, we don't want to get what we want. You should know that. You're a Saints fan.
Sell the building out.
Sell the building. All right.
Yeah, whole season. Come see LeBron.
All right. What do we got on the Celtics? Oh, wait, he ain't here. Coach, what you got on the Mavs?
Yeah.
No Celtics tonight.
It's Mavs time.
Mavs time.
Man, where do I start? I know I was on social media. I think whether Cooper went scored 10 points, went like 8 for 21 or something crazy on his debut. He was nervous. They was in there roasting him on social media.
I bet them Houston fans were going off on you.
Oh, absolutely. I got all type of text messages.
That's what you get when you trust a Duke, boy. Hey, you just wait.
But with that being said, he definitely came back. He redeemed himself on the second game. Went out for 31, showed a little versatility. And they shut him down for the rest of the summer league, rightfully so.
Of course. That's what they always do.
They wanted him to go off one time.
About a little ski taste.
They wanted him to go off one time to silence the haters, and now he's going to take a break.
They do that like pretty much every year, and I mean the Pelicans did it with Zion. Pelicans played him one game, he dunked, and they were like, "Oh, that's enough. That's enough. We see it."
I feel like right now, just off of what I'm seeing, because in that 31-point performance, Coach, I believe he went 0 for 5 from 3. I was texting Tuke the same
8 for
day
13 from the line too.
We were talking about Kamal Malawach, and we started talking a little bit of Flag. I was like, you know what Cooper Flag's reminding me of right now? The young Blake Griffin. If he can get himself a little bit of a jump shot and from the 3-point, because he wasn't known for the 3 at Duke. That was Con Knippel's job. Cooper could hit it every now and again, but right now he is literally what Blake Griffin was coming into the league. A dunk machine, an oop machine, got the defense down. Once he gets that 3-pointer on lock, Cooper Flag is going to be dangerous, real dangerous.
I do like how the roster has been constructed. I think they officially made it today or yesterday. Daniel Gafford signed his contract extension, so he's here. They say in next month, PJ Washington, he will be signing his contract extension. They still got to make some room for Dante Exum, who they're bringing back. Kind of some rumors of certain players that they're going to trade, possibly, to make room for him. Still got Najee. The second unit is going to be balling, man. I would probably say, even though this is the all infirmary team right now, because everybody that's on there that can contribute, from Lively to obviously AD to Kyrie coming off his injury, it's a lot of injury time in there. If and a huge if this team can stay healthy for majority of the season, I know, right? For majority of the season, they I was telling my wife before we came on, I would equate it to possibly the Celtics runs 2 years ago. If they can stay healthy, it's a team that don't have any weaknesses. They'll be able to score. They got the the big front court. The defense is going to be there. I'm liking the way it's looking how the team is constructed. Like I said, that second unit is probably going to be like Lively, PJ, Najee Harris. When Kyrie comes back, D'Angelo slides to the backup point guard.
Najee Marshall, huh?
Najee Marshall. Okay. Yeah.
In New Orleans, you remember the name.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for remembering the Xavier guy, Dale. I appreciate that. Man's been on Dallas for 3 years. The coach can't remember his damn name. Disrespect.
I know, right? Ashley's been here. This is going to be the second year.
Oh, second year. I thought it was
neither here nor there. No, we did lose a bunch of. We lost Dudley. We lost God, Sham God. We lost. I've got the other guy who went down to the Spurs, but in return, they brought in Frank Vogel, who took the team to the championship in 2020, and they brought in a Handy.
They brought in Robin Handy. Hold on.
Hey, yo.
If y'all not familiar with Robin Handy, this is why Kobe's the way he is. This is why Kyrie's the way he is. This is why Juju Watkins, the projected #1 pick next year, is who she is. This man is not only going to bring, hopefully, the conditioning to guys like AD, but he's going to bring that stat along. And they have, what's crazy, Coach? You should be a Lakers fan. Because the same exact staff that's on that Dallas team right now was on the same exact team that they won that bubble championship that everybody says is fake. So, yeah.
Popeye Jones.
So that's the Lakers. I mean, that's the Dallas Mavericks coaching staff this year. And I just want to give a New England thought on Cooper Flag. Me and Jake did talk. There is a little bit of inconsistencies with the game, but that's why you get shut down. We're going to work you in the lab. You know what I'm saying? You come here for the fans, show a little bit, and you did. You ended summer league with 20 points a game. You evened out. It's like you evened out. It's like if you had 2 bad games,
yeah,
you would be shut down, and like Coach said, you would get roasted. But now, since you even shared, that's all you can prove. All you can see is the 2 games, and then make your opinion on it.
Yeah.
Right now, their projected first unit will be Kyrie, Clay, Flag, AD, and Lively. And your second unit is going to be Gafford, PJ, Caleb Martin, Max Christie, and Russell.
And also, Kyrie's going to miss some time. So, is Dallas going to go get another guard? I'm hearing the farewell tour of CP3. I heard rumblings of Dallas, but maybe, hey, listen here. If I can get a guy like that, he's not Kyrie, but at least the guys like Cooper and Clay and all those guys, they're going to get their shots. They're going to get opportunities. And Chris Paul going to get them opportunities. Now, the age, okay, but veteranship, if you go that way, I ain't mad at it.
Well, they say it was a rumor that they reached out to him, and he said he wasn't interested in coming here. So good luck to him.
Family, maybe. He wants to be close to family, maybe. So maybe, I don't know, man. We'll see what he does.
And there's no way that we can get LeBron because, like y'all mentioned earlier, you had to gut the whole team to make that move. You trade for him. Even if the Lakers bought him out, we still couldn't acquire him because we used our mid-level exception on Russell.
Oh, you got the rat over there, too.
Yeah. I heard about that. I didn't know the background of that, but I heard him being referred to that and said you got to be careful.
You go watch anything, you look it up, D'Angelo Russell, Nick Young, and you'll have your dose of laughter. The way that story went down, it's crazy, dog. You can't have anybody in the NBA, anybody pro, you can't have D'Angelo around, especially if you in some business and you want to get into some other business. Don't have him around.
Okay. All right. Last call for basketball.
Last call for basketball. That's the call. Call is basketball, man.
That was fun. I like that. That was a good topic time. I like that.
All right. Cool. All right. So we're moving on from basketball to soccer. The Los Angeles FC, they got a 2-0 win over SC Dallas on Saturday night.
Yeah.
Yes. FC Dallas, you can catch them in action again Wednesday as they play the Earthquakes. The record of this team right now, and it's coming close to playoff time. They do hold the 13th spot. It's going to be a tough edge to get in, according to the factors here. Factors say that their possibility and chances of getting to the playoffs, 10th spot, 76. So they got a chance to still make it, but they're going to have to turn it all the way around.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
They have lost 4 straight games, so that's not good going into a playoff battle or kind of trying to get into there because this is playoff season technically. You can't start off like that.
Yeah, they haven't won a game since, what is it, June the 28th, I think?
They haven't won a game since June 14th. They beat the Sporting KC 4-2 on the road.
Okay.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Oh, June the 14th. And you talking about playoffs?
Playoffs.
That means just win a game.
Dale, that was good. I am not even going to act like that wasn't a good one, Dale. That was a good one.
I mean, for real, Jim Moore, please get down there and talk to these people.
13 games left in the season. They definitely at this point going to have to be at least 2 or 3 games over 500 in that stretch to possibly get in.
Like for real though, you can literally put Jim Moore's press conference up there.
Yeah, they're an extremely injured team, man. They're missing Jesus with a knee injury, Newman with a knee injury, Norris with an ankle injury, Julio with a lower leg injury, Pomacall with a knee injury, and then they've been without Alan Velasco for a significant portion of the season because he had a long-term injury, and they just recently designated him to another team.
You need my son? I mean, call him up. Go out there. You kick the ball for you. Oh, them injuries.
Check out our fabulous STWF Sports website, man, for up-to-date news on FC Dallas. Anything FC Dallas, you can come on the website here and become a fan of somebody other than the New England Revolution. I'm from New England, so that's the team up here. Shout out to the New England Revolution. They're in the Eastern Conference, so you don't got to deal with them guys.
For sure. All right. MLB talk. We're going to talk about who's hot, Coach. Who's hot in MLB right now?
It depends on what your definition of hot is. All I know is my team is making a surge. I think going into the All-Star break, they took in 2 out of 3 over the weekend from our arch nemesis down 45 South.
Okay.
So it's been pretty good. I think they are on. Well, they're 5-5 in the last 10 games. But if you've been following them all season, we'll take that. It's been rough. It's been extremely rough. We're 3 games out of the wild card spot right now behind Seattle. We're 8.5 back from Houston. And I believe there are is it going to be after the All-Star breaks, 29 games left, I think?
Okay.
29 games.
That was a road series this weekend, right?
It was. And went 2-1, and the one we lost in extra innings.
There you go.
Oh. Yes, sir. Hot teams, you said in the MLB. Shout out to Coach. They got hot this weekend. Hopefully they can keep that. But a team that's hot, I'm not going to talk about the Celtics, but the Boston Red Sox on a 10-game win streak. Granted, it was against the Nationals and the Rockies, and you got a few in against Tampa Bay, but 10-game win streak. The Red Sox have gotten themselves, I guess, back into the mix a little bit as they're 3 games out of first place in the AL East, tough AL East. The Blue Jays have crawled themselves back up to being prime contenders after I shitted on them for the last couple years, but I have high hopes of them. Other hot teams in the league. Of course, the $1 Million Dodgers. The Houston Astros, a team that would not go away. Every year we're like, yeah, it's over for them. The cheating scandal's finally going to hit them, and then they come back and they do their thing. And listen here, the Tigers, Detroit. The Lions are not the superior team, and I've been trying to tell Coach and Will that forever in Detroit. It's the Tigers. It's the Tigers. As Mize is out here trying to win the Cy Young, and the Tigers are actually pretty decent this year. Chicago Cubs. The Cubs. are rocking too. So those are 12 teams. My Los Angeles Angels, we're not Hawks, and we haven't been hot in a long time. We're in the same division as the Rangers here, and we are 47-49. We are 9 games out. 9 games out to some people is like, yes, you can make a push. But the Angels ain't making no pushes. And Mike Trout's still the guy on the team, obviously, leading in all statistical categories, but, of course, games missed and things like that. And the effect of Ohtani not being there no more. Yeah, dig this team in the dirt, and we'll see you next year. I've already seen enough. It's not in August yet when I start really paying attention to baseball.
Okay. Cool. That is part of MLB baseball. There's the MLB draft going on.
Thanks for asking me, Dale.
Oh, wait, what?
You didn't let me speak about baseball at all, and I'm the one that follows baseball the most, and my team's kicking ass right now.
Well, last time we checked, you was on the
your collar, Jay.
bandwagon. Hold on, no, he was on the baseball. He wasn't on the baseball bandwagon. He didn't want to talk baseball no more on the show.
Hey, listen. My team started whooping some ass, so of course I had to start following. Yeah, the Blue Jays were one of the hottest teams in baseball. Won 10 straight games. They're 9-3 in the last 12. Top of the division, going to the All-Star break by 2 games. Toronto's back, baby.
To the Yankees come back surging. You know the Yankees are just pulling the rope on the rest of these teams, right? Like they did last year, right?
Hey, look, you know what, you're right. You know what, you got a point here, only because the Blue Jays fall apart after the All-Star break, but we'll still make the playoffs and make some noise. Watch us.
All the teams we talked about, who do you think makes the biggest moves at the trade deadline?
I don't know. I feel like the Red Sox might make some kind of a move since they're making a surge and showing that they can play. Out of those named teams, for sure, I don't see my team making any kind of a big move because they've never made big moves at the trade deadline or any that really help the team. I don't know where the Rangers sit right now on, are they shocked? Are they happy? Are they going to go forward? I don't know. So we'll see. I think it'll be the Red Sox out of all the teams named.
I don't know what CY is going to do because I don't know, because they've had so many people kind of out with injury and things like that to even kind of know what type of team they got. Now, I think if they do any type of move, it's going to be to try to get another bat because we're struggling right now with 25th in the MLB in slugging percentage. Because we have a plethora of pitching depth. Right now, we got the best ERA in the majors. We're at a 3.21. But as far as like potential trade pieces, you're looking at possibly. I don't think Garcia is going to go anywhere, but he could be. No, he's still on the team control. It depends on what you can get for him. Now, I think we make any type of move, it's going to be possibly from a reliever standpoint because we do have so much pitching. Because we got Milner, Martin, and Armstrong are pending free agents. So if they do decide to sell, those some guys that they can kind of throw out there. And I think recently they just had one of their prospects that came up from the AAA team, up in Frisco, Cole Drake. He was recently promoted to the AAA, and then he has a sub 300 ERA, so he could be included in trade as well.
Absolutely.
But we do know Wildcard is off limits.
It's gonna be interesting at the trade deadline what teams go out and smooth, man. The Angels, couple of their pitchers can be up for sale. Anybody needs pitching, for the low. Hendricks is gonna be one guy there for sure, I believe, around trade deadline that you can go get. So if you're looking for a pitcher, come holler at Los Angeles.
Coach, do you guys still have Josh Young at third? Is he doing good this year? Or is he injured?
No, he's injured.
Well, that sucks. You guys don't have Corey Seager anymore either, do you?
No, he's still there.
Injured?
No, he's playing.
Good. Once you guys get Young back, it'll be different.
I don't know how long he's been. How long has he been out now?
I don't know. Yo, what's up, my guy? Miz in the building. How you doing? Yes, sir.
Actually, he got demoted.
He was like the biggest part of their All-Star break when they won that World Series. He went crazy.
He got demoted as of July the 2nd.
My man got demoted on his day off.
They said, get your ass back down to AAA.
Well, the MLB draft is also going on, and like Coach pointed out here, Texas, A&M, and Oklahoma leading the way with 8 players taken in the draft. So pretty good to them.
Go ahead and tell us, Dale, what LSU player got picked 1 or 2?
No, actually, the team who picked number 1 drafted a high school prospect. And so what I wanted to kind of just discuss a little bit was the MLB draft, how it's different than any other draft. It's like they openly negotiate with the players that they're thinking about taking, because the slot values for each position, like each draft position, is like already there. And each team has like a pool of bonus money. Some teams have more bonus money than the others. And what they do is they negotiate these slot values with, kids in high school, slot values with kids in college, or, players internationally or whatever, right? And maybe early, they may be like, hey, are you willing to take $6 million versus $8 million on the slot value? If you are, we will take you right now. If not, we're gonna move on to the next guy.
This sounds like some college happening shit.
Yeah, and this is how they make their decision. It's not solely based on, I like this player. He's a good player. He's a good fit. Let me get this guy.
That's interesting. I mean, definitely is, and I can see why that is too. Because you can be a prospect or drafted like 16, right?
Well, yeah, right out of high school, yeah.
Right.
And that's exactly what a team did. Instead of Cade Anderson was projected to be the first draft pick off the board. He's a left-handed pitcher. Won the championship with LSU. It was our dominant pitcher, like led the NCAA in strikes this season. And he got picked 3rd going to the Seattle Mariners. From what I understand about Seattle Mariners, they really develop pitching pretty well. So it sounds like a good landing spot for him. But I just thought, with a guy being so dominant, a left-handed pitcher being dominant in college at a high level, like, I just thought that's what every team would run toward.
Listen here, man. Speaking of MLB draft, I want to give a shout out. I live in the city of Lynn, Massachusetts right now. I want to give a shout out to Avian Cabral. He was drafted in the 18th round, 547 by the Atlanta Braves. Standout pitcher for Northeastern University this year. Racked up a bunch of awards this year. Yeah. And also this year posted a 2.92 ERA, 10-3 on the year, 74 strikeouts. Threw a complete game against Towson during the year. Good player. And shout out to him making the league. Hopefully he gets that big payday and that opportunity.
Yep.
We don't care.
That is the MLB.
MLB, so baby. We back talking baseball, Jake.
Let's move forward.
Let's go.
Boxing here. And I want to know, did the hype of this match match the performance? Shanika Johnson defeated Sha Metcalf in the technical knockout in the 9th round. So it was going to go 10 rounds. This is at Madison Square Garden out there in New York. The referee stopped the fight. The doctor inspected the condition of the left eye, and that's why they stopped it. But so now she takes home that championship What was the WBO championship?
WNBA welterweight title that she captured here. Sugar Neeks, as her nickname. Shout out first off, the Sha Metcalf, incredible person. Shows love to the brand. She was put in this great predicament by Jake Paul to be on this card. And it was the last fight of the prelims, which was fire. And the fact that she had to focus on a new opponent. Original opponent dropped out. So this girl got an opportunity here to go in to fight Metcalf. And in boxing, and when you get a different opponent like that, and you're training for somebody for weeks and weeks, that turns your psyche off. And the second thing, the referee and the eye examiner were right, but for the wrong reason. I don't think it was the eye. Metcalf is about 40 years old. In this world of sports, they want to protect all athletes. So I think they were protecting her because from rounds 4 to when the decision was made for her to lose, she was getting hit, and I'm like, damn. And she's grabbing and tugging, so she's not trying to punch. She's actually just trying to get through the fight, and that's not going to work here. So they were right to stop the fight. And Sugar Neeks from round 1, you know what I'm saying? Jab, 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 and she was hitting Metcalf, and Metcalf had really no answer for it. It just looked slow. The hype, definitely always hype for a fight like this in any sport. The downfall is when you lose and what you're going to do to pick yourself up. And I hope that Metcalf can pick herself up individually. It was a tough loss. I watched it. It was a tough one to watch. I thought it was actually on Netflix. They said it wasn't. Unc said it wasn't on Netflix, but I was watching through something else. And, so that's whack too, if that's the case.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It was supposed to be on Netflix.
Yeah, they had they had the event on Netflix. I don't think they had the prelim. She was on the prelim.
Oh, yeah. They had the main event on there.
They had the main event. They had the main card on there, and the main card didn't disappoint either. Alicia Bogner, victorious, and Serrano versus Katie Martin Part 3. Serrano, you got to come and fight the champion. You didn't do that. Katie Martin wins for a third time. There will be no fourth matchup. That was it was a good one though, but Katie got the best of her as she's gotten her the first 2 times. So shout out to ladies boxing over the weekend. Shakur Stevenson, Jersey's finest, went to the ring with Zabitas, and everybody said they was gonna shrink the ring, and he was scared and he was chicken boxing. Well, Shador came through this weekend and he was boxing. So shout out on a great win, Jersey City, and last but not least, Fat Joe's man, Edgar Berlanga, knocked the hell out in the 5th round by Zayn. Shout out to that man on the dub.
The Bob Gardner fight, I think that's the only one that I saw. And I only saw it because I had a vested interest. Shout out to her trainer, my boy Derek James.
Shout out.
Formerly of the Charlo brothers and Earl Spence Jr. Proud Dunkerville alum. We everywhere, baby. We everywhere.
Everywhere for sure.
Oh, I like it. All right. And our title story, Junkins arrested. So, Jake, you better wrap this crap up because I'm going to read this story and then you're going to take it from here, Jake. Junkins was arrested for misdemeanor. He's now free on bond. It was a domestic violence sort of situation. The rumors, word on the street, is it was an argument over a text message that led to the Junkins arrest. And also to make this situation even more complicated, like he's been arrested and everything like that, got to deal with that. But now you're going to be subject to the NFL's conduct policy. And not only are you going to be subject to the NFL conduct policy, but he hadn't signed his deal yet. And he was negotiating for more guarantees, and probably because he didn't want guarantees to get nullified because of doing stupid stuff. Well, you just lost that right now, right? So
pretty much you just lost it. Jake's gonna come in a few minutes and speak on this, but it's not a good situation. But you usually see that it's a system, man. It's a crazy way the NFL works sometimes. When it comes to running backs, and you got two standout running backs from Ohio State. One of them is in New England. This man is in Cleveland, correct?
Yes.
Cleveland all Cleveland's rookies getting in trouble this year. I guess Cleveland, they knew who to bring over there, some bad guys, but that's not what your team wants. And this dumb stuff,
bad apples.
It's this dumb stuff that he's doing. And like you said, he's negotiating a contract, bro. And you ain't signed your deal. So you know what the NFL can do to you? You know what the Browns can do to you if they wanted to right now? The same thing Turpin about to get the X.
So Turpin got his money first. So he got some guaranteed money already got.
Money. He's trying to get more guaranteed.
So now he just all the rest is crap getting.
Oh, okay.
So he's got some money in his pocket.
Yeah, 3.5. The way he's looking like it's going to be 3.5. We don't want the 3.5, bro. We want you to have an outstanding career. We want you to do better. We want you to do right. And hopefully this situation passes away and you're able to right your wrong.
Hey, look, Cleveland's going to Cleveland. They had a chance to take the right Ohio State running back, and they left them for us, and I couldn't be happier.
I was looking from a legal standpoint. He could face up to a year in the county jail. It is his first offense, but it's with bodily injury. It's a mandatory minimum of 10 days in jail. That's the norm. Now, it could go to 15 days if it occurs in front of a family member or a household member that's under age of 16. Mediocre $1,000 fine. That's nothing. But he can get 12 months probation. And he have to go to BIP, Batterers Intervention Program. 26-week program. He can have a no contact order, firearm restrictions, and he got to do community service. He can lose his driver's license. It's all type of crazy stuff. That's just on the legal side. On the NFL side, he can get put on the commissioner's exempt list. He can get suspended by up to 6 games. Contract implications, which you guys spoke about earlier, and he can have to undergo a clinical psychiatric evaluation, counseling, and treatment intervention.
Listen here.
Jake, bring your ass, Jake.
Hey, I said something smart earlier. It's all good. You see, yeah, that's crazy. And this happened in Florida, not Ohio, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's why it's different. When I was dealing with my shit, it was 6 months, up to 6 months in prison, or $1,000 fine. So obviously, this is a little bit different from just a regular domestic assault. I don't know what else is going on, but like Coach said, this is his first offense with this type of thing. He could get off real easy through the justice system, but not everybody can be like
That's not easy. Hold on. First offense, never easy. Telling you that's right there. Get you hell water. You said 26
Florida,
weeks.
son.
26 weeks. You can get that if you
Florida, son.
If you did this, if everything that's in this report and whatever you got arrested for, you did it, you're gonna be scheduled and subject to all this stuff. And some of the things Coach named, you know.
And the only way he has a way out of this is if whoever the person he had this issue with comes forward and says she wants this stuff dismissed, or whoever it happens to be. I don't know if it's a he or she. I'll be honest.
That's gonna pay. That's gonna cost us that guarantee money.
Yeah, exactly. He can pay it off and somehow get a light fine out of this, or nothing if it gets dismissed altogether. But that's all up to what happens within. People are money hungry. They'll probably try to get him out of it, or try to get something more out of him. But this is crazy. Again, Ole Miss claims him more than us. He won a national championship with us, so it's kind of sad to say and see and everything. But hopefully he gets his, hopefully he gets all his chickens in line and he's good. So again, I'm glad they took him instead of Travion Henderson. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. Chiccn Coach, how does this affect his fantasy value this season?
He's gonna be go ahead, Coach. Sorry.
I think he's going to be down the line because it's going to kind of be up in there. You know how Roger Goodell does things. He can say he's not going to do anything, and boom, at the last minute, he on the commissioner's list. And then you might not be available for up to 6 games. So I think he might be a value get later on in the rounds.
Okay.
Drafty Jerome Ford.
Listen here, no, this might be. I mean, yeah, you can go risk it if you don't get no running backs when you're supposed to go get them in the draft. But at the same time, what we say about running backs in fantasy, you can go get one later on down the line. And as well, he can be a good pickup at the end of the year if it's a 6-game loss for him. So, yeah, you can have some value. This is why I love the fantasy football. You may not have value now, but you can have some value when you need it because it's not like it's a real NFL season for us. We just got to get right at the right time most of the time. And if you're in, you just got to be hot for that 1 week. That's why I hate buys in fantasy because you can have 1,000,000 points on the buy and then you lose. So that's the reality of it. Junkins has a C value, fantasy value, just like every player to me.
Who has the better fantasy year, Junkins or Nick Chubb?
I think Chubb does.
Nick Chubb, for sure. It's Nick Chubb. Come on, dog.
Okay.
You know what Coach said. Coach had him lifting the weights. It's going to be Nick Chubb forever. Even if Nick Chubb is 20 years in the league and he's 6, still going to be Nick Chubb.
Okay.
He going to get a chance to run that rock in Houston, too.
Yeah.
And it's even scarier the fact that he's got Joe Mixon as his running mate, too,
Oh,
because now he's got a better chance to stay healthy because he doesn't have to be an every down back.
So this is my question now. This is my question. And this is one more NFL question in regards to the Houston Texans. Is this the cover-up C.J. Stroud? Is C.J. Stroud not what we thought he was?
What do you do with young
quarterbacks?
No. What do you do with young quarterbacks? You got to build around him and get him stuff. You just can't throw him into the deep, dark water and expect him to go all the way through.
He's a top pick, though. He's a top pick, though.
Hey, look, Joe Burrow couldn't even do that. They had to go out and get Jamar Chase for him. You've got to build around the young quarterbacks before you can try to turn them into a Tom Brady or Peyton Manning, which is impossible. So, I mean, you got to build around him and have a team around him. You just can't say, hey, this is a pile of shit. Go make it diamond.
No, I'm talking about in terms of just like gaining the pounding. We now you go get Nick Chubb with Joe Mixon. You're kind of sitting here telling me that you're going to be a run-first football team. We've seen the ups and downs of Stroud year 1 to year 2. And I feel like going to get a guy in Nick Chubb kind of, in my mind, locks in the fact that CJ may not be that guy yet. And he could be that guy one day. That's with help or just development. But I feel like it's more of a development issue with him if they went to go get it. Nick Chubb, a certified G, when you already got a top 10 back in Joe Mixon. That's just me.
That's why I think when it comes to the quarterback, unless they have generational talent, you got to give them around about 5 years. The length of their rookie contract to try to decipher who they may be.
Brandon knows. Brandon agrees. Brandon agrees with me in the sense. Like 39, like Stroud, you don't want him in those. And I'm not saying that he's not a good QB, but there's some things that he needs to work on. And along with these guys, he's able to work on that because he got 2 dogs in the backfield.
All right.
What does the NFL defenses do the best? Make adjustments. They got a film on him from year 1 to year 2. So now it's up to him to see how he rebounds because he has to look at the film of what they were doing to him last year. If he improved this year, he's in a good area. If he regresses some more, then we're going to have those valid questions like Tuke is asking. Is he probably not that guy? Just like everybody was ready to throw out my man up there in Carolina already. You got to leave the Carolina Reaper alone, man.
I got one more question in regards to the Texans. With all the injuries at the wide receiver spot, maybe as well to have help as well, Joe Mixon is going to have way more touches this season as the running back to Nick Chubb as well. So Joe Mixon technically in some leagues can be a receiver or flex all the time because he's going to get those type of numbers, I feel.
Yes, I also want to throw this out here too. What do Joe Mixon and Nick Chubb have in common? They're both aging backs.
But I didn't want to think that.
They're both aging backs. So why not have 2 of them that are both proven to where they don't got to share the rock every time? So this is a great combo that they did. And they also, like Brandon mentioned earlier, they do have Pierce as well. And I think we've seen, and you guys know I was the biggest C.J. Stroud hater coming into the league. I don't care that he's from Ohio State or whatever. I said he doesn't show up in big moments. I think we've seen more ups than downs from him. Sophomore slump happens. I think he'll do fine. And the reason, like Tuke had already said, I believe, you go out and get another running back like Chubb is to help Mixon, have a two-headed monster, and also you got injuries at wide receiver. So you're not going to be able to rely heavily on your wide receiver position. So go ahead and get your running game set up. They drafted and picked up some decent linemen. They're going to make it work, and they're going to be a really good run offense team.
Mike, I agree with you because these guys are still top guys in the league for the most part, maybe, and they're aging. But that's the running back position for you, man. After 5 years, you aging. So it does make me cry at the same time. I agree with that.
So very seldom have a running back be productive after that second contract.
Right. That's true. That's just a fact. But there's no risk here for the Texans because they signed a 1-year deal. The guaranteed money is $1.5 million for Nick Chubb. That's why they signed him at the end of the day.
I mean, the bargain. Obviously, we know that with the injuries and all that money that he was going to come at a cheap price. But I think ultimately for this team, this is the reason why you got him. Not only because of cheap money, because you're looking at your team and he's a fit.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, he fits. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, that that Chubb fits.
I'm not with the idea that CJ Stroud, is a question mark. And so that's why we picked up Nick Chubb.
I'm not totally. Yeah, I think it's a question mark because it's now the third year now. And now we see, like, if we really dissect his game, and we have plenty of times on this show, there's things that need to be improved, and guys, and they can help him with development. We know he's a top-tier guy, round-wise, the way he got drafted, but sometimes those guys need to be developed too, and developed as well. So
it's some truth to what you said, though, Dale, because he's you think about it, when Nico Collins was in and out of the lineup, when Diggs was out for the season, and they had to rely on Stroud because the running game, they put 9 men in the box, and he didn't have who he needed to. He couldn't deliver like he did the year before.
All right. Let's talk about this other story that just popped up. Teddy Bridgewater suspended as head coach by Miami Northwestern due to funding. It's a funding scandal is what they're calling it. So
it's not a scandal. He admitted it.
Impermissible benefits. He spent $200,000 of his own money to cover expenses like Uber rides, meals, physical therapy, field maintenance for his players, which violated the Florida High School Athletic Association rules.
Mm-hmm.
So, but these are the things he did. So this kind of goes back to like the old NCAA, right? Like, hey, the coach bought me a meal. Oh, you're suspended now. The coach bought you a meal. You're ineligible. Like that's exactly what's going on here. And the fact that several private schools, they recruit. Say what you want to. They recruit. And that's playing players. That's what it is. So yeah, we're gonna come and get these good players and put them in a private school, and that's paying them.
He's in a private. Is Teddy Bridgewater coaching a private school or is he coaching a public school?
Public school.
No,
this is public, the thing. Yeah. And I spoke to
his high school that he graduated from.
And I spoke to people about this earlier. You go into these prep schools and these prime schools for certain, it's NIL money there. This is why they go. And for instance, in Massachusetts, when Massachusetts guys go, for instance, Cooper Flagg goes to Montverde. And AJ DeBensto, who could be the number 1 pick in the NBA next year, he goes to BYU, Utah Prep. Got towns and states that are NIL legal. You got to remember that. NIL is not legal everywhere in high school. And Teddy Bridgewater, though he has a good heart, you don't start off stuff like, you don't be the first person to do this. I mean, he's not the first person, but you don't want to start your coaching career off with something like this, though. You may be on to something. Maybe one day, people have the opportunity to do these things. And that's the big thing right here. I'm sad for him, but it's crazy how he literally was on the air about a couple weeks ago talking about this situation.
Yep.
Basically did it. That's dumb. That situation is dumb. What you're trying to do is good-hearted for these people that may not have nothing. You know what I'm saying? Not have an Uber ride home, not have a bite to eat. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. It's a public school, probably, you know, in the midst of the middle means in the neighborhood. You know, so I love that he was able to do the things like that. But when you have a rule book and things you have to listen to and obey by, it's a dumb move for yourself because you're trying to perceive this dog pound kind of persona, but you don't see high school coaches doing this. Like Trent Dilfer, for instance, he coaches a school. You just hear Trent Dilfer coaches a school. Ever since we've heard Teddy Bridgewater is coaching this school, he's been in the uproar. Like he's just trying to get the utmost respect, bro. You get the utmost respect by winning games. All that stuff figure out later. You don't go admit that you did it on air, talk about you about to do it, and then test the waters. Now you're about to test your career as a coach.
Yeah.
You don't do that.
There's like rumors saying he's going to volunteer coaching. So I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll see.
I cringed when I heard this because I think it was like last week or the week before when he was out asking for donations for the football program. And I cringed when I heard him say that he spent $14,000 of his own money the previous week. It's like, whoa. And
that's what I'm saying. He was literally on wax saying that, like, bro, I understand that. But you don't say that part. Say, ask for donations. And if you don't get them, okay. And that's probably what happened. But you already had spent money. That's why you asked for donations. And you know.
So NIL for high school players is legal in some states.
Yes.
And I agree. I'm surprised Florida isn't one of those states because they're in the SEC. And like this is all part of college recruiting because I know for sure LSU is setting up deals as part of making sure these guys stick with the class. We're getting you an NIL deal for high school. Take some money and sit your ass down. Come school. So I'm really shocked that this isn't part of Florida law. Because look, state laws are easy to make. Get a couple senators together, couple beers, boom, you get you a state law passed. So,
great discussion, for sure.
Yeah, man. All right, and we're gonna wrap this thing up with some wrestling. This was a great weekend for wrestling. Literally the entire Saturday, like it was an NFL game, like it was a Sunday NFL game or whatever. Like from 2 p.m. to maybe 10:30. It was going. Okay.
3 nights in a row.
Bro, it's great. Okay. So some of the highlights from the weekend, we got new champions. Hangman Adam Page, the new AEW champ. So what's your thoughts on this one?
I can care less for Adam Hangman Page, but at the same time, John Moxley with the title is just too much, man. It's like Hulk Hogan over here. So I'm happy that they got the Ultimate Warrior to take the title off him. Great matchup. Great things that happened in that matchup from people coming in, jumping in. Swerve, making this the reason why Hangman won. Maybe a Swerve Hangman matchup coming in the future as that favor. And Darby Allin coming back from Mount Everest, coming back and attacking Moxley. It was fire to see. AEW All in Texas is probably the best event I've seen since I went to the Garden a few years ago to watch Blood and Guts. So this event definitely had me going. I like the way the script is in the women's matchup too with Monet and Tony
I was
Storm.
shocked.
Loved how that went. Shout
Shocked.
out to Mercedes because ultimately Mercedes got some decision making in AEW and she wins or loses. So shout out to her for doing that. And I just that girl right there, dog. She said something like, "Thank you for like that kiss and it's the way she talks in regards after matches is this crazy." Shout out to Tony Storm. Shout out to Adam Hangman Page on their victories. The WWE though, there's some problems And then there's some good things, starting with last night's Evolution. Shout out to the ladies for throwing the second Evolution. Every year there should be a WWE Evolution, and I hope Stephanie McMahon is listening to this. Second off, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, both great champions. Both have been great champions, but I'm sick and tired of seeing them with the strap. Naomi with the strap now. Now you get this real, what we've been talking about, Dale. The three ladies, Bianca, Naomi, Jay Cargill. Now it's about to get spicy because Jay got Tiffany Stratton at SummerSlam exactly. I think they overturned this. You have to have Jade versus Naomi for the title, and I think we thought Bianca was trying to big Jade up. I think the whole time it's Naomi that's bigging Jade up for this opportunity. But I think Bianca still going to have some strange part in this. I think this is going to turn with Naomi keeping the title and Bianca siding with Naomi. And then we hear that Bianca was behind the incident.
Yeah. Okay. I like it. Jake, what'd you think about this weekend, man?
Which part am I being asked about? I'm dealing with technical difficulties.
Just the entire wrestling weekend, whatever you want to talk about.
Hang on.
While we're hanging on, Seth Rollins, that's what I'll talk about the back. I hope Seth Rollins' injury is not as bad as it was. Saturday night main event was a dope event too. Goldberg last matchup against Gunther.
Yeah.
That was fire. Shout out to Goldberg. Really put on a good match in his last match. So shout out to him on that. Seth Rollins, like I said, getting hurt against LA Knight mid-matchup. Shout out to Seth for finishing competing and giving LA Knight a clean fall instead of having the medics come out and take him through, which was initially planning. So shout out on that.
Right.
And we're going to see another celebrity guy.
Yep. Jelly Roll.
Uh-huh.
A tag team. That's cool.
With Randy Orton, so that was pretty dope as well, man. Saturday night main event's fire. I just like that feel because I grew up in the 80s. We grew up in the 70s and 80s wrestling, and that Saturday night main event was something that was fire. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. From Andre the Giant, winning the title and then letting Ted DiBiase basically get it for free. Like we've seen crazy things happen. Shawn Michaels beating the Bulldog for his first IC title. So that Saturday night main event is something that I love that Triple H has implemented and brought back to the squad. And NXT was fire too, man. So shout out to,
Yeah, good weekend, man. Good weekend of wrestling.
All right, I'm back. Okay, so I don't think Dale even said anything about it. I think my favorite wrestling thing of the weekend was the NXT event. It was, I don't even know. I can't really describe it. Everything about it was everything that I wanted it to be. I'm trying to get to it. The Obafemi match with what was that guy's name, Dale? Yoshiki Inamura.
Oh, Yoshi, yeah.
Yeah,
uh-huh.
That was actually, I'm putting that up there with match of the year so far. Not the match of the year, but it's in contention. It had a good story to it. He wanted to win or lose with honor, and Briggs kept messing it up. And it started an even deeper story for later, for whenever that happens. Mm-hmm. We had the debut of Blake Monroe in the tag team match with Jordan Grace going against Fatal Influence. That was a 15-minute banger. Outstanding. And then Ethan Page and Ricky Saints had an absolute barn burner of a Falls Count Anywhere match that ended with Ricky Saints going through a double table.
Mm-hmm.
Sol Ruka had a damn good match with Izzy Dame, really showed off her moxie and everything that she had. You could kind of see, especially going into Evolution, you had, Ruka and Zarya, you could see the splits coming. You don't know when it's happening, but they're obviously going to be going at each other's heads here in a while. And then Javon Evans just keeps getting better every time I see him. I think he just gets better and better. And him and Jasper Troy had a great match. My favorite event of the weekend was NXT Great American Bash.
Got you. Great American Bash. I love it.
And it was on early too. Like I woke up, I had a late day. I woke up and was like, man, I wonder what's on Peacock. Maybe I could watch an old wrestling pay-per-view. NXT Stand and Deliver. I was like, or NXT Great American Bash. I was like, okay, I know what I'm watching. I turned it on and I had a great time.
Yeah, I had the double screen action going, and AEW going, and NXT going same
Yeah,
time.
AEW started early too because they were like, "Oh, I guess people's getting pissed off that they got to stay up till 1:30 to watch our pay-per-views. Let's start this thing at 3:00."
I mean,
I was in the mountains,
started,
man. I was tuning in everything the day after when I got home. Yesterday, actually.
They still didn't stop till it got dark. Man,
That's how they be for real. That's that feel. And I like that AEW is not changing their feel. Like, I mean, regardless of the situation, they went over more than WCW, so the sky's the limit here. The sky's the limit. As long as
that's how
the cars are gonna generate money. So
yeah,
Dale.
That's how I knew that the Rangers were out of town, Coach. Because they were in the Ranger Stadium.
And they damn near filled that stadium too. Almost.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna ask you a question, Dale. Do you know between night 1 and night 2 how many matches WrestleMania had total?
I'd say 12.
They had 14. I think they had 14.
All right.
All in was one night, and it had 12 matches. They could possibly pull off a 2-day event and get 2 more extra matches out of it, and everybody would be happy.
I don't think you're gonna sell out the building in 2 days. That's the problem.
I think honestly, you could if you promote and storyline the right way. You could, because you got to remember this is a big in Texas. In Texas, if you throw it in Texas, you can.
Tuke, I can't agree. Tuke, I couldn't agree with you more. Texas is a wrestling state. As coach, they had the Von Erichs and a bunch more other than just that name. They had the old Sportatorium. They could do it. If any state could do it, any stadium could sell out a 2-night event. It's Texas.
Everything's bigger than Texas. You know that. You heard?
Sure. All right. I don't think AEW has the star power to do it, but hey, that's
no.
And
that's the star power. But it's not their organization is not based off stars. They're based off people that people grew up watching. Indies is different. Like the indie scene now compared to how it was back in the day, it's crazy now. So you got these guys there. People gonna want to see Darby Allin.
Mm-hmm.
People gonna want to see, Kenny Omega come back. Will Ospreay. People don't want to see these guys. They might not put on the best matches in the
and people are gonna want to see timeless Tony Storm
and Monet.
Yes,
don't forget Monet.
I had something else to say with this, and I've lost my. Dale, you're gonna hate this. I thought the worst, and this isn't me being against feminism or anything. I thought Evolution was the worst of the weekend. I gave it a 4 out of 10. And it's because when I watch pay-per-views or PLEs, I need title changes. I had to wait to the end of the night for a title change. There was everything that could have happened. It did not happen the way that it should have happened. Oh, Naomi winning it, that was a great twist. I loved it. That was great. But I wasted 2.5 hours of my night waiting for something crazy to happen. And all I got was Blake Monroe heel change. Oh, my God, how surprising. That's exactly what she did in AEW. They don't want her to be a face. Oh, wow, that was such a turn. Who cares? We saw it coming. We knew it was going to happen. 4 out of 10. It sucked. NXT did the best, followed by AEW. And, that's all I got.
Yeah, I just feel like it wasn't like I was telling people, it wasn't like I don't know, it wasn't hitting. Like when you see Charlotte Flair in a tag team match, the GOAT in a tag team match, it should have just been a fatal 4-way for the Intercontinental title. It should have had Bayley, Becky, and Charlotte in that matchup, along with Valera. What's her name? That's her name.
Valkyria.
Yeah, I gave it a 5 or 6, Jake, but 4 is not bad. Not too far off the park.
I would have ranked them Great American Bash, AEW, then Evolution, then Saturday Night Main Event. That's the way I rank it for the weekend. All right. So if you enjoy wrestling talk, come back on Thursday. We'll have more of it here. Maybe Jake will be there, maybe not. Who knows?
The Hitman. The Hitman too hot. And the guy with the news. You heard?
Yeah, man, we miss you on Thursdays too. Show up. And
Man,
hey, you know what?
Man, listen here. I'm sorry. During the school year, I'll be able to focus myself more on coming on Thursdays. The summertime, it's like, whoa. Like, I can watch some of the shows, which I do, and I comment from time to time. Yeah. But getting here, and honestly, the way y'all work the show out, I just like to watch it if I'm late. Now, if I come in the house early one night, I'm like, hey, just come on and just watch it and get on. Yeah, but I don't want to mess with that flow being late. Y'all got a good thing going on. Shout out to the
I show up late every time.
Hey, listen here. Me and Dale started the little engine, and Dale's running with the engine. And he got people to solidify spots and come on there every week and talk wrestling. That's what we wanted. That was the goal when we brought the wrestling show here, is that we was going to get views and people to talk and yap about wrestling. And that's what's going on right now. So shout out to the best in the world.
And everyone seems to be liking the show. We got views, Dale. I like it.
Yeah, man. For sure. So, all right. Shout out to everybody for joining us. And appreciate all of the love and everything like that. Final thoughts here, Coach?
Man, great show tonight, man. A lot of stuff that we covered tonight. Shout out to you guys. Only a couple of hiccups, but other than that, excellent focus and concentration tonight. For the viewers, let us know what you think. We know it's a new format that we're trying. Let us know if you like it versus in the past. Let's get some feedback in here. Powered by the fans, baby. Absolutely. And shout out to who we got here tonight. Brandon, Joey, Mike, and Chili Will. Safe travel to you, Will. On the way back home, brother.
Where you go?
He's in Maine this weekend.
Oh, my man.
Got him some lobster rolls.
My man with the Maine, man. Poutine.
He's picking peas.
Poutine.
Picking peas with Cooper flag.
Poutine and sand. Poutine and sand. That's all you're gonna get down there. Poutine, sand, and some good eats. Shout out to me.
Two shout outs for me. Shout out to my brother, Joey, showing up tonight. Appreciate you showing support for your brother and the brand. Much appreciated. Come back anytime. We'll pick on your Jets all the time. And two, shout out to the Black Beast Derek Lewis, 35-second KO.
Oh my God!
Weekend. Beat that Brazilian. USA.
Listen here, Derek Lewis is the man of the weekend. When they asked him who he wanted next, he wanted his wife. A lot of ground and pound.
It's a lot of ground and pound.
He's the funniest guy in the UFC, dog. He's the funniest guy.
Look at Coach. Coach said bye.
No, but he's on here. No, but before the fight, he predicted.
Doing so well.
No. This is why we in this tonight, because Derek Lewis is UFC. This is what happened this weekend in the main event, and it went viral like an effort. So everybody watching it, everybody tuned into it, and it was live, and there was no backlash. Every girl, every female should love their man like his wife loved him, because his wife said nothing.
She stood there and smiled.
And smiled like a wife's supposed to. That's what happens when you marry. You're supposed to smile forever. Smile. Go out kayaking. Go out fishing. You know what I'm saying? Go to his UFC fights when he might get killed or lose.
You've officially lost Coach, too.
Nah, shout out to Derek Lewis. It's your fault, Jake, for bringing it up.
Hey, I just wanted to shout him out. He represented America well this weekend. He knocked that big-ass Brazilian out. We were good.
Jay,
that was a joke.
Shout out to Sinner too on the tennis. Shout out to Sinner winning Wimbledon, knocking off two-time champ Carlos Alcaraz in 4 sets.
Right. Closing joke here. There was a break-in at the wig factory. The police are combing the area for evidence. Shout out to you, Mike. Appreciate that.
Mike, I was going to bring the heat, man.
All right. Check us out tomorrow for the Chop Up. We will definitely be talking more about Klay Thompson. That's right, Coach. We're talking about Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
So, tune in.
It's not a doom nor season, but a good.
Tune in tomorrow.
Free Tory, dog.
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.